Hey guys, it is time again for another tour of a geek's room. It's been well over a year since I did this video last, yeah, so let's get started. This is the same room. It's very messy, you have to bear with me, but it's the same room, and it's actually technically the Blue Fiasco Studios now, because this is where we do all our filming and such for our new channel. Right, so coming behind the door, we've got the Samsung rear left channel speaker. Need to sort out the wiring, to be honest. Down here is that thing that you can see there is a bug catcher thing you like to you know, trap spiders and whatnot. There's a tripod on the floor there. It's a Hamas Star 75. It's about £10. It extends to about, I don't know, 4 or 5 foot maybe, I'm not sure. So moving along, we have the Test Drive Unlimited 2 poster. It's in a bit worse shape than the other ones. This one, it's got like seams and stuff going on. But this is, I think the last time I did this video, I had an Aston Martin TDU 2 poster, excuse me, up here, but I changed it for the Zonda poster because, I don't know, I just prefer this one. The other one wasn't very good quality. And here is a fairly new addition. It's my IKEA, I think it's Benno or something like that, DVD CD tower thing. On top here I have a boxed iPod Nano 4th generation. It's an 8GB one in blue, as you can see. I just don't really use it, so I just put it boxed here just because I think it looks quite nice. Also, I have the box for my Palm Pre here, which is just sitting. It's one of these display stand ones that sits funny. So yeah, it looks quite nice sitting there. So here's, I'm not going to go through my games collection, that's for another video, but I'll give you a quick pan. There's Xbox 360 right there. Move down, ignore the CDs, they're just there to prop it up. There's Blu-ray collection and PS3, there's a few games there. Some more Xbox down here. There's a toolbox just propping it up. I need to organise something a bit better. And there's an older collection of, you know, fairly old DVDs down here that I don't really watch. They're just down there because, you know, just a shelf filler for now, really. Now this is the corner that is a complete and utter mess. You have to excuse the noises, I'm a bit tight for space in here. This here is a boxed Xbox 360, 20GB. I don't believe it's the very original model, it's the one after the very original. It hasn't got HDMI though, so it might be the original, I'm not sure. But I got this 4 or 5 years ago now, I think. Yeah, it was like the year after launch, I think. But yeah, it's broken, graphics failure, I've mentioned that previously. This is I'll get this out quickly to show you guys. You've probably seen this in my other videos, Reviving the Compaq. I did a series on this laptop. It's a Compaq Armada E500 business laptop with all hot swappable stuff in it. Yeah, essentially it's fairly slow now, fairly old thing. It's 500 MHz Pentium 3, 64 meg RAM, Windows 98, but it's running some kind of Linux distribution at the minute, I can't remember which. But yeah, I don't actually use that, it's just there. Now here I have my, I'll get down, here I have my iMac G4 15 inch. You can't really see it very well, but there it is. That is a 700 MHz PowerPC G4, 256 meg of RAM, and it's you know, like a launch model 2002, 2003, something like that. And you've got the Harman Kardon speakers down here that came with it, the Apple Pro speakers, Apple Pro mouse down here as well, the original one with the adjustable click sensitivity. Our tower fan here, which is a remote control one. It's not plugged in, but it's I haven't actually used it at all this summer, which is quite odd, but you know, I mean, it's a nice thing to have. Especially as it's remote controlled, you don't have to, you know, you can just leave it in the corner and use the control to do that. There we have the Apple Pro keyboard, the older model with the translucent surround, and the USBs on the side. USB 1 only though. There's a bin which doesn't really get used, and a Guitar Hero World Tour, I think. Yeah, World Tour Xbox 360 controller, which is fairly broken. The strum bar's gone a bit weird. I decided that I was going to go a lot more in depth with this, by the way, so this is going to be a very long video, just purely because I have the ability now to upload to my channel in you know, like more than 15 minutes. I can upload any amount of time I want. I can make this hours long if I want. I'm not going to drag it on that much. Samsung left rear right channel speaker, sorry. Yeah, this is as I say, the very messy corner. It does improve, I promise you that. So this is basically an old table. It's very rickety. Let me demonstrate that. Oh yes, that's build quality right there. I've had this thing for years though. Under here we've just got loads of electronic junk. I've got Acer manual thing, Belkin KVM switch, which kind of made my display go weird. Some old software, the power adapter for the compact, an old headset which I used to use to record my early videos on MVK Virtual, but it's very broken. You see it's held together by sellotape. And under there you can see a huge collection of Hot Wheels cars, which you know, it's just there for the sake of being there. I've got nowhere else to really store them, but you know, there's a lot of money in that collection, so I'll just keep it there. Remote controls, they're just here because there was space on the desk. This is the Samsung DVD Home Cinema remote, Sony PlayStation 3 Bluetooth remote, and Samsung TV remote. A desk fan, very small little desk fan, nice and quiet. It just sits on the desk and whatnot. This thing under here that you can see, if you're wondering about that, it's just for my work experience. I'm doing work experience next week. I start, which should be fun. Yeah. This is a very old Vivitar. I know there's no it's fixed focus camera, so it's terrible, but it says Vivitar Vivicam 5195. So if you want to look that up, it's a fixed lens 5 megapixel camera that does VGA video and 4 times digital zoom. And for some reason the lens is broken or something, and the images always come out brown, and now it won't turn on at all. So I don't know what that's about. This is my printer. That doesn't really get used much, but it's you know, I plug it in when I need it. Though I don't really use it that often, but it's a Lexmark Z1420 Wi-Fi wireless printer. You can see that. It's a energy efficient one as well, so it's, you know, it's nice build quality, I have to say, and you know, the printing speed's very good as well. It's just the fact that I don't really use it that much, but when I do, it's always got good results. I don't know why that was in there. And if you're wondering what that is, I will explain that when I come to something else. It's not fixed, by the way, it moves. Right, move across. This is the old office chair, which is famous in my videos for being the one that's very broken. Ignore the dust I was cleaning. Yeah, there you go. It's held together by zip ties. You can see the pure damage done there. Like all the scrapes in the back, and look at this. And you can actually like dislocate it fully so that it goes slants to the side, but I managed to fix that with the zip ties slightly, so at least it's straight-ish. This is a fold-out table chair that's just there for when I have more than, because you know, I've got my main office chair, then I've got this office chair, and if I've got 2 other people over, like 2 friends over or something, then I'll just fold out the chair and use that in some other space. And the Apple Think Different Snow Leopard poster is still here. I did say I was going to replace this thing with a lion one, but I didn't. I just like this one, really. I can't be bothered to change it because, you know, it's 10 pages, so it's going to take quite a while to align a new one and make sure it's all looking nice. And I still think, I mean, this one's a bit worse off as well because, you know, it's been here for years now, and it's you know, like all the cracks in the papers showing and everything. But I mean, from far away, I think it looks quite nice still. So, you know, I'll do a pan shot at the end actually. So let's move over. It's all empty space here now. move down here. This is a mini fridge. I'm not sure if I had this in previous videos, but it's not that large. It's just enough to fit a can or two, some chocolate or something in the summer. PlayStation 3 controller, Xbox 360 Elite controller, mess of cables behind my home entertainment setup. These new speaker stands, these weren't here last time, with my front right Samsung speaker on it. I'll move across. Here is the Xbox 360 Elite with the wireless adapter on the back. 120 gig model, sort of sits at the side because there's no room underneath. It's a Series 4, that's it, that's what I was trying to remember it. It's a Samsung Series 4 26-inch TV. It's only 720p, but the picture is lovely. It was one of the higher end TVs at the time, when I got it a few years ago. Centre channel speaker, which I have had some trouble with. It seems to distort at high volume. I'm not sure if it's a technical issue or something, but I've wedged some tissue behind there to stop any vibrations on because it's a plastic surface. So I've done that just to make sure there's no vibrations. This is the Samsung DVD home receiver, the home cinema system receiver that receives all the, you can see the mess of cables back there from all the speakers, and it also upscales DVDs. There's a port in the front here for connecting phones and iPods and such for playing music through the output. Sony PlayStation 3, this is a fairly new edition as well. It's a 320 gig model, the higher end one. The Slim, obviously, as you can see. Very nice looking device, and it's absolutely silent, even compared to the home cinema receiver. Very impressed with it hardware wise. I just prefer the Xbox for gaming overall, really. But the PS3 I use very often to play my Blu-ray collection, so I'm very thankful for that being there now, so that I can watch some decent quality films, really. So yeah, if I move back, this is the home entertainment setup that I've got going on. It's nothing fancy really, but it's very nice. I'm very pleased with it, and it does what it's supposed to. And it's you know, it's come together over the last few years and got to where it is today, and I'm pleased with the result. This is the subwoofer for the Samsung cinema system. Overall, they say it's 1,000 watts of power, including all 5 channels, including the centre channel and the one sub. It's a fairly large sub with a fairly large, you can see in the back there. It's very nice. And there's the left channel. The window with the old blinds still there. I know I said I was going to change it, but I didn't. Garden's looking very nice now out there. I get quite a good view. Camera picks it up very nicely, actually. So yeah, that's that. In here I still have the Tower of Junk, as I love to call it, with lots of boxes on top of it. PS3 box, Xbox box, that's a mouthful, Samsung D900 box, a box full of old junk, a electronics kit, a random car, some stationery boxes I suppose, and a fairly high-end Porsche RC car, which I don't know where the remote is actually. I've got to find that. Oh no, it's there. Just couldn't see it. And down here, this hasn't been in any of my room tours either. That shows how long it's been. This is sitting on the beanbag right now, but this is the it's a 19-inch format gallery display. I think when these came out, they were the high-end business. Well, not business, but you know, like they used it for photo editing, video editing, if like as a slightly cheaper alternative to the Apple Cinema display. It's got a very nice design. Some USBs on the back there. It's an ADC connection, so it takes it feeds. Let me get the cable. There you go. It's just one connection, and it connects via ADC to a graphics card on a Power Mac, and as a result of that, over the one connection gets power and video output. I think it was a very high-end display when it came out. Not sure of the resolution, I can't quite remember, but it's very nice. It's a very nice picture, and I think it was about £600 or £700 when it came out, which was slightly cheaper, a couple of £100 cheaper than the Apple Cinema displays at the time. And here is the Power Mac G4 MDD, or mirrored drive doors, as you can see. In here is a combo drive, DVD CDRW, and a normal CDRW in the bottom one. The Apple drive that comes with it. I'm not sure what manufacturer it is. It's fairly beefed up, this one. It's I've had it for about the antenna broke, which is annoying, but it's held up by oh no, I've just broke it. I'll fix that in a sec. Yeah, it's got a wireless antenna as airport device, a USB PCI card, and the graphics card there. I would open it up fully for you guys to see, but I have shown it previously in a video, and this is in the way, so you know. But a very nice design for a computer, very well built. It came out in about 2003. It's running Leopard. The specs are dual 867 MHz processors, maxed out to 2 GB of RAM. I can't remember the graphics card actually. It's I think it's definitely an Nvidia one, but GeForce 4 MX or something. Yeah, I think that's something like that. But I used this as a Minecraft server for quite a while. But I've retired that now. I'll explain in a sec. This is my old PC, the Acer Aspire X3200. It's set up here now on a separate, as a secondary computer. It's got a, if you're wondering what this is, it's a Belkin Wireless G USB dongle to connect to my home network. The specs for this are a AMD Phenom 1, the first generation 9100E, low power. Yeah, it's a low power processor running at 1.8 GHz quad core, 4 GB of RAM, DDR2, Blu-ray drive in the front here. It's made as a media center PC really, so it's got optical out and HDMI, etc. Fairly low power, 220 watt power supply, and it's got shared 256 meg graphics, I think, which is shared NVIDIA GeForce 8200, I think, which is, you know, good as a HD PC. But I don't use it for that. I use it as a secondary PC because it's a, you know, quad-core, fairly high-power PC. So I'll give you an overview of the desk here quickly. Let's just turn the chair around. And there we go. There's the setup as it is now. So yeah, that's that down there. And this is my new desk. It's an IKEA Jonas. It's the one with the drawers. You can have the drawers on either the right or the left side in birch veneer, if you're wondering exactly what it is. It costs about £94, I think, something like that in IKEA. The drawer is bigger than on my last desk, and as a result of that, it's messier already, to be honest. Let's have a little run through Minecraft data values sheets that I can spawn things in with lots of Minecraft ideas and such on the back. My newest, there's lots of DVDRs, CDRs, Xbox controller. There's a Samsung E900 back here, which was my primary phone last time. It's a old school slider one. It's quite high end. It was the slimmest slider in the world when it came out, and it was very high end. LED torch, notebook mouse, light bulbs, another Xbox controller, some Game Boy Advance games, the clip for the Sennheisers, screwdrivers, my orange San Francisco phone, which is an Android phone, which I've reviewed in the past, but I don't really use that anymore. It's rooted now with Cyanogen mod on it. Sennheiser HD202 headphones, drawer full of random batteries and change and such. So yeah, and there's lots of cards and things in there as well. This one's slightly more interesting. This is the cupboard, and inside the cupboard back there we've got some CDs. There's a Dell keyboard there, some more CDs, Toast Titanium, which I got with the Power Mac. There's some Ethernet cables, power supplies, batteries, compressed air for cleaning, some copies of Microsoft Windows XP and 98, and some old software as well, older Office versions. There's an Apple mouse, not the Pro one, it's just the slightly later model, and the slightly later model keyboard as well, which is for the Power Mac, which has the USBs in the top, the one without the clear surround. And an Apple USB extension lead as well, and also a tiny, that's the brand, not the size, USB PS2 mouse, not USB. and also in there is a Velcro flexible HDMI cable. Right, moving along now. This is the sorry about the light, but this is my latest computer. This is the Acer Aspire M3400. This is a full-size tower, unlike the other one. You can see it's dinky compared to this. This is a full-size tower, and this is an AMD Phenom 2 1035T 2.6 GHz 6 core, so that's hexa-core processor. I maxed it out to 8 GB of DDR3 RAM. It runs a dedicated graphics card, I can't remember which one, GeForce 315 I think it is, not sure of the spec of that, 256 meg or 512, I'm not sure. Card reader in the front, which includes a micro SD, which is very handy. It's got, oh by the way, yeah, I forgot about hard drives. This has got 200 gig hard drive overall. I've got three hard drives in there, which make 200 gig overall. This one has a 320 gig hard drive, and this one has a 500 gig hard drive, but it has another bay inside free, and a hot swap bay here for a 3.5 inch drive, and also a Blu-ray drive in this one as well. So I have another computer with the Blu-ray drive. There's also a tray on top here for storing random things, USBs and such on the top. Windows 7 Home Premium, but it's 64-bit, so it's very nice, very quick. Mess of cables behind my desk, 6-way switchable power thing. The sub for my Logitech Z4 speaker system. So let's move up onto the desk now. I'll put that back in the drawer. It's an Acer stock mouse that came with the older computer, well, came with a new computer, yeah, and an Acer keyboard. Acer speakers, very, very bad quality, but I think they look nice overall with the secondary setup. And this is a recently acquired Dell E175. I can't remember that. I'll put it here. I'll link in the description or something. But it's a 17-inch display, fairly good business grade one. And yeah, it's very nice apart from one tiny little scratch which you can see there, but that doesn't bother me. I got it for free and I'm very happy with it. It's very nice quality and it does what it's supposed to do hooked up to this, and it works nice as a secondary setup. Also here we've got my current phone, the Palm Pre, first generation. Yeah, so that's very nice. And that's where I can explain the ring over here. That little ring there is the camera surround. It came off. I need to glue that back on, which is what that is. So yeah, there's the Palm Pre. That I use this CD as a coaster, that's why it's there. It's an old CD that's all scratched up and doesn't work anymore, so I use it as a coaster. Logitech M400, M500 laser precision mouse with the hyper scrolling edition as well. It's got a normal scrolling mode, or you release it, and a free scrolling mode. Logitech ultra thin illuminated keyboard. At night this looks very nice. You can see the illumination there. If I turn it on, you can see the difference in brightness. Logitech USB microphone with a mute button. That's what that does. I use this for recording on Blue Fiasco games and on MVK Virtual now. It's my main microphone. Fairly cheap and cheerful, but it does the job very nicely. And here are the left and right channel Logitech Z4 speakers. I'm very pleased with them. I've had them for 2 years now and they still sound great, and the bass is much improved since I put it on this new computer, so I think it must be an issue with the drivers on the old computer or something, or some sort of settings I didn't know about, but the bass is pretty insane compared to how it used to be, so I'm very impressed with the change. And I'm still rocking the same monitor, the Acer X193HQ. It's an 18.5 inch ultra widescreen display which came free with my, well, sort of free with my older Acer Aspire. And you can see here, this is just my Windows 7 desktop. And on top we have a Trust USB webcam live, which I've just got running. Here's a tip: if you've got a camera similar to that, when you plug it in, it says USB to cam not recognised or not supported in Windows 7. Download, and you can't find drivers for it if you're on a 64-bit version of Windows 7, download the Windows Vista 64-bit version and it works fine on Windows 7 in a compatibility mode sort of thing. And last thing is my chair, still the same chair from from Argos I got that. It's a sort of tilty leather, well it's fake leather chair. It's a bit worse off now, I need to get a new one. I think that's probably the next thing on my list to buy. Anything I've missed is the Driver San Francisco poster, Call of Duty Black Ops poster. These two I have changed previously. That one used to be Forza 3 and that one used to be Modern Warfare 2. So yeah, and there's also a ceiling fan which I broke the thing and it was giving off some weird smell anyway, so yeah, it's basically, I didn't want to bother with that. So let's go for a little pan here. There's the rear of the room, the messy corner. There's the back. Need to sort the wiring out. There's the posters. The desk setup. The computer's there. The Tower of Horror. The window. And the old PowerMax server. And the home entertainment setup. And of course, the only thing on this wall, the poster. So yep, that is Tour of Geek's room, guys. I will also post a few quick, after this clip, you'll see a few little additions from my other room, my actual bedroom, which you won't have seen in previous videos, and I'm not going to go into detail in there, but I will put something in, seeing as it's an extra long video for you guys, and this is sort of like a special. So, see you after the cut. Right, so this is another little thing I've got in. I'm in my other room now. This is a Ferguson. What's the display? No, I don't know what it is, but it's an older hi-fi system. You know, fairly straightforward, out of the box system with a cassette, which sometimes refuses to open and sometimes refuses to close. There you go, and a CD player on top. My Sony Dream Machine ICF C218 alarm clock radio. I love this thing. It's got a little dimple in the off button, so that's easy to reset the alarm or to turn the radio off. And it's got a jog wheel to set the time here. The display doesn't flicker like that in real life. It's just the way the camera picks it up. But I highly recommend this if you're interested in a clock radio, as it's radio controlled time as well, so the time's never wrong, and also it's battery backup, so if there's a power failure it runs off battery until the power comes back on. And here is usually where the retro console stuff happens. I have the PS2 usually set up here. The PS2's on the floor at the minute, but the PlayStation 2 I have set up there, and it connects to this Daewoo, again I don't know the model of it, but it's a Daewoo CRT TV, 14 inch with a 2-tuner VHS system in it, and this is a Minato DVD G1, which when it came out in 2001 I think, or 2000 or 2001, it was the cheapest DVD player you could buy in this country, and it's very, very nice quality. I miss DVD players and such that are this good quality. All the buttons have a really nice tactile feel to them, everything's built very well, it's nice and solid, unlike these cheapy horror ones you get today. But it was the cheapest you can buy, which was about £120 when it came out, so that shows how far we've come. So yeah, that's the retro setup, and I hope to convert this soon into a proper setup with all sorts of retro consoles, and do some recording for Blue Fiasco Games here. So that's it, guys. Now I have to sit down and edit this video. So, thanks for watching this extra long room tour and view of all my gadgetry, and you know, I want to see yours too, so if you've got a tour, or you know, you want to show off some of your stuff, please post it as a video response and I'll be sure to check that out. And you know, comment, rate, subscribe, go check out Blue Fiasco Games if you're interested in gaming. I'm trying to promote that channel quite heavily at the moment. We're trying to get a bit of a fan base going. And also, if you're interested in videos on any other subject, if you want to see me record a video on something particular, then please feel free to post that in the comments and I'll try and get round to doing that too. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video.